first start by talking about the kingdom of God and how in the kingdom of God, relationship is primary. And I believe it's the church's responsibility to make manifest God's kingdom and to equip God's people to view the world through a kingdom lens. As I heard someone say recently, his 9-year-old is camped out in the kingdom of God having a garden party and invites us to join her. To do this, to meet people where they are, and to invite them much deeper into their spiritual journey is the church's calling. But that can't be accomplished by church attendance alone, by sitting in the pews, by chatting at coffee hour, or even in adult Sunday school classes. It requires an intentional, deeply relational, prayerful, and regular gathering of spiritual friends. Small groups are microcosms of the larger community. All we have to do is provide an environment where people are connected closely enough and long enough for life to happen and for God to show up. It's organic and it's simple and it works. Small groups are a safe place to go deeper into relationship with others as we walk our unique spiritual journey through a shared experience of church. This is a place to tell our stories, to wrestle with tough questions, and to intellectually and emotionally process many aspects of life and faith in the context of a supportive group. In other words, small groups are the place where Christian community is lived out and lived into as we form deeper relationships with one another and with God. Now you might be wondering, is it awkward or artificial? Yes. Does it feel impossible to convince busy people to fit one more thing into the rhythm of their lives? Yes. Does it feel touchy-feely, too personal? For some, yes. But this is the stuff of relationship. This is kingdom work, and it's worth it. Now, we've been experimenting with these small groups at the church where I serve for about 6 years, and it's becoming more and more clear how it is shaping the culture of the parish. For example, when I go to a party at someone's house, a birthday party or a holiday gathering, as I arrive and look around, more often than not, the people gathered are almost always members of their small group. In a larger church, this is essential. It gives people, especially newcomers, church friends, so that they have a deeper point of connection with a smaller group of people very quickly. And even in smaller churches, it is a deeper point of connection for groups of people and a way to integrate newcomers and those who've been around, those who attend different services and the like. It brings people together in a more meaningful and significant way. Think about it. How many places in our adult lives do we encounter a situation in which we get to hang out with our friends twice a week? Church and small group. It's rare. So you might be wondering, what is the definition of a small group? A small group in the church where I serve is typically all women or all men. It's an ongoing group with a convener leading and organizing. It's between 6 and 10 people and meets weekly or bi-weekly. The focus of the group when gathered is to pray, to share their lives, and I like to pretend that they all have a study component. Small groups are not a ministry group with a task or agenda to complete. The pastoral care group is not a small group. The altar guild is not a small group. While these are critical and wonderful groups that operate within the lives of our congregations, and that's well and good, there's something different. Small groups exist to enhance relationship, to form connection, and to build community. Now, if you're a clergy person, you might be wondering about the role of clergy within small groups. I believe it's essential that clergy leaders have their own small group outside the parish. These groups may be found among other members of the clergy, possibly among seminary colleagues or close friends. By circumstance and situation, these groups may be geographically separate and relate differently than the regular and in-person groups being cultivated inside the parish. So I hope this helps clarify for you what I mean when I'm talking about a ministry of small groups and how they're different than the other small groups we have that already exist within our parish.